All right, let's look at the general structure of an accessor methods. First of all, accessor methods are methods. So this is what the general structure of any method could look like. And it's written, it looks very long, and that's just because it's a sample. So we have a few parts here, and I kind of break down all the parts down here. First, we have public and private. Each method will be one or the other. It would never be both. You would never actually use a slash here. I was trying to show the examples. And it indicates its accessibility. Accessor methods for us are always going to be marked public. Then we have a type. We talked in the first section about return type. So what kind of information is this method expected to send back when it's done with the return keyword? So we specifically want to know what data type. Is it a string? Is it an int? Is it a double? Is it not going to send back data? And therefore, is it supposed to use the void keyword? For us, accessor methods will share a return type with the variable they represent. So if we're doing get age, right, an int variable like age, then our type would be int. Then we have the name of the method. This is pretty straightforward. It's just our nickname to refer to it by. A great example that we've used a bunch is the substring method. That's its name, is substring. The general rule for accessor methods, since they're getting information, is to call them get and then the variable name. So as an example, if the variable was age, we would call it get age. And that just makes it so it's easy for someone using our class to be able to work with it because it's following some norms. Finally, we have this monster at the end inside the parentheses, the parameter list. So this will tell us what kind of information does our method take in to be able to work with in the form of parameters. You can have a list of them separated by commas, and each one of them needs to have a little variable declaration. It needs to have a type and a name. A type and a name. And it can go on for as long as you need, or it could be empty. So you're essentially declaring variables. You need a data type and a name, and it's separated by commas. You can have no parameters, you can have one parameter, you can have many parameters. Accessor methods don't need parameters, so we will just have empty parentheses. And an important note, after the keyword return is used in a method, the control flow of the program shifts back to where the method was called, immediately ending the method. And that is really important to know. It is an instantaneous end to the method. It doesn't sit around and think about what could have been. It ends the method and it goes back. So this is the basic information about methods with some details about what it looks like for accessors. So let's look at accessor methods.